Hey, what cameras are those?
This is a Canon AV1.
And what's this guy?
3D printed this. The body's all 3D printed. 4x5 lens on a focusing helicoid here. So
What?
it takes panoramic photos.
You 3D printed that camera?
Yeah.
Okay, can we walk over this way?
Sure.
Yeah. I want to geek out with you guys a little bit. Tell me more about this.
There's a guy who designed it, Pano Micron. I downloaded the designs, printed it all myself because I wanted to shoot something like a Hasselblad X-Pan.
Yeah.
Super wide film, whatever. But I can't afford $10,000 for an X-Pan to put it together. It took, I don't know, a month of work.
Can I hold it
Yeah.
for a sec? Wow, this is probably the coolest thing I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah, it was, I think, worth all the effort.
Do you guys find it scary to be on the other side?
It's not my favorite thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's different. It's weird.
Kind of tough to, pose in front of the camera. It feels a little bit...
Posing's tough, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I take your guys' photo?
That would be sick.
Yeah?
For sure.
I just want you to look over at him.
Okay.
Look in the lens,
Yeah.
neutral facial expression, okay? Yeah, that's good. 1 foot up a little bit higher than the other one. Yeah, just like that. Go for it. Yeah. Easy. Yeah, that was great. Here, I'll show you guys the photos. Well, look at that guy. Who is that?
That's crazy. Yeah. Damn, they look so good on a camera. What's your name?
Justin,
Justin, I'm David.
nice to meet you, man.
Ambrose.
Dude, nice to meet you. All right, guys, I will let you get back to it. I'm sure you're gonna go take lots of good photos. Please send me some photos when you get them
Yeah.
printed, okay? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Yeah. All right, take care, man. Yeah,
care.
cheers. Okay, so first off, how freaking cool were these guys? As soon as I saw those cameras, I knew I had to talk with them. I'm gonna throw some photos that he took with the 3D printed camera on the screen right now so you can see. But what I really loved about this is that these guys are a lot younger than I am. So when I saw they were shooting film, I was like, that's super cool. But when I saw they were shooting film on a 3D printed camera, like merging old technology with new technology, I was blown away. I thought that this was like the coolest thing ever. Plus, they're both just genuinely really cool guys. So I'm glad they let me take their photo. Okay, I want to chat about something that I haven't really talked about publicly before, and that's what happens with the photos after they're taken. So in this case, what I'm talking about is editing. I am constantly publishing these interactions, these videos, and I need to be able to get from point A to point B as fast as I can without losing any quality and making sure that people love their photos. I'm going to show you kind of 2 steps to this. The first step is I am going to use my own presets. This is not me trying to sell my presets. I'm just showing you this because this is my genuine workflow that I use every day. What I do is I will typically just kind of hover over them, see what look I want to go with. I'm going to go with this one. It looks a little blown out. All I got to do is bring down the exposure a little bit. Might bring back the highlights. Basically, my presets are built so that all I should ever need to do is make some slight adjustments in the basic panel in Lightroom, and they're pretty much good to go. Okay, just about there's good. I'm gonna give it a slight crop. And to me, this is pretty much good to go. So that process took me less than a minute. I'm just going to copy it, go over to the next photo, give it a quick paste, and then again, make some quick adjustments to the exposure. So this is the first step in my process. The second step is to make some adjustments to the skin. Now, I err on the side of trying to make someone look as good as they possibly can without making them look different than they actually do. And there's a pretty big distinction, in my opinion, between those two things. With that being said, when you are shooting on high megapixel cameras and using very sharp glass, the camera captures a lot of details that the human eye doesn't really see. And in this case, like if I wanted to do a tighter crop on Davey here, we're gonna start to see a lot of the blemishes on the face and little wrinkles or fine lines. First off, I will say imperfections on human skin is totally normal. I will also say I suffer from acne. Some days I have clear days, some days I have flare-ups. I look better without it, and I would rather, if I'm publishing a photo of myself, have a photo of me without it. Now, if this was a couple of years ago, this step would take a lot more time than the editing process before it, because I would need to use the eraser tool, do a bunch of manually tweaking, and then maybe bring it into another tool to lay some grain over top so that I can get the texture right. But we're not going to do that today. Instead, I'm going to show you a tool that I've personally been using for the last year. But before I do, I have to tell you that this part of the video is sponsored. It's sponsored by Rebloom, which is the tool that I'm going to show you. But the reason that it's sponsored is because I reached out to them. Like I said, I've been using this for the past year. It has completely changed my workflow. It's made everything so much faster. So I reached out to them to see if they'd want to work on a video together. So the first step is I'm going to click in Lightroom and I'm going to click Edit in Rebloom. And I'm just going to go with the default settings here. And this is going to pull it up in the Rebloom tool. What it did on import is it analyzed the image. And now I'm just going to show you some of the sliders that we have available. So first we have the general tool. Now this is going to start to remove any of the small or large imperfections on someone's face. This can include scars or acne or fine lines. And the more you drag it up, the kind of smoother it's going to get. So we go, this is the original, and then this is all the way to the max. Second one that we have is texture. It's going to take the subtle kind of pores and make them even smoother. So this is going to be good if you're doing retouching for like a professional model, something that's going on the cover of a magazine. And then we have tone. So what tone is going to do is it's going to take all the different colors that are on the skin. So the reds and the magentas and the yellows, and it's going to kind of unify them so that there's less variation between the colors. If I just go all the way down, all the way up, you're going to start to see the redness starts to disappear on this side of his cheek, and it makes the tone, like the color of his skin, a little bit more even. Now, in terms of presets, we have the natural and fashion. So fashion just kind of dials it up to 11 to really smooth out everything. I like to keep things kind of more on the natural side. So around 20 to 50% is where I typically like to hover. Editing the skin on some images used to take me 5-10 minutes easily. Now it's literally done in seconds. And I actually prefer the output much better from Rebloom than any other method that I've tried. And the reason comes down to texture. So if I zoom in really close here, it's actually looking at the texture and the grain on the parts of the skin and then applying that to the rest of the face. Even when you bump it up, like, it's not just making it completely clear. I can still see pores on his face. From here, I'm going to click OK, and this is going to bring it back to Lightroom, where I have both of the versions of the photo now. So just in case I wanted to make any kind of final tweaks, I can do so this way. But the way that I personally like to use Rebloom is I do all of my edits in Lightroom, then I export them to a folder, then I head back over to Rebloom, I grab all of the photos, drag them in, and batch edit them instead. If there's more than one face in the photo, it will find both of them. And then from there, I just click save and they export back into the folder and they're good to go. So I can easily batch through 50 photos from a session in less than 2 to 3 minutes, which saves me so much time compared to how things used to be done. Everything is done locally on the machine. Nothing goes to the cloud. Your images are never sent to a third-party server somewhere to be analyzed. There's a couple more things that I'll mention. It is a paid product, but they do offer a lifetime license, which is super handy. They have a lot of new features coming down the pipeline, like shine removal, teeth and lip enhancement, as well as eye enhancement tools. I haven't tried any of those yet, but I'm excited to have those implemented in this tool as well. If you want to check it out, I asked them for a discount for my audience, so you can use the link below. I think you get 20% off in a 7-day free trial that requires no credit card. And if you do decide to sign up and for some reason you decide it's not the tool for you, they also have, I believe, a 30-day money-back guarantee for the yearly and lifetime plans. But honestly, once you try it, I mean, you'll understand why I'm using this. Okay, that's a wrap. I hope that you found this useful in some way, shape, or form. I'm gonna go walk my dog. He's giving me the side eye right now, and I will see you in the next video.